airplane.
And let's go to breaking news. This is the NTSB press release and press conference related to that plane crash. Let's listen.
The house was occupied at the time of the crash. In addition to homeowners, additional individuals were at the home. We have now confirmed 5 individuals deceased. 1 is the pilot, a male. 4 were in the residence, 2 males and 2 females. No additional information will be released at this time. Due to the extensive damage to the home from the fire, the Orange County coroner is just beginning to make entry into the house. The coroner is in the process of positively identifying the deceased and notifying the next of kin. The identification of the victims will not be released at this time. In addition, 2 victims were transported to the hospital with moderate injuries. We do not have an update on their condition at this time. Due to a large field of debris in the neighborhood, we will maintain road closures in this area. Glen Knoll Elementary, which is being utilized as the command post for this incident, will be closed tomorrow. Notifications have been sent out by school officials. We'd like to thank the Placentia Yorba Unified School District for their partnership and assistance. We'd like to extend our condolences to those affected by this situation and thank the community for their patience and understanding as we investigate this matter. At this time, I would like to turn it over to Elliot Simpson from the National Transportation Safety Board.
Mr. Martino, what was your title again, sir?
Lieutenant Corey Martino from the Orange County Sheriff's Department.
Good evening. My name's Elliot Simpson. That's ELIOTTSIMPSON. I'm an aviation accident investigator from the National Transportation Safety Board. I'm going to be the primary on-scene contact for today and tomorrow morning. The investigator in charge for the accident is Maya Smith, MAJASMITH. She'll be arriving tomorrow morning about 7 o'clock. As I say, I'm with the NTSB. We're a federal agency charged with determining the probable cause of transportation accidents and making safety recommendations so they hopefully don't happen again. A preliminary report will be on our website, ntsb.gov, in about 10 to 14 days, followed by a final report in about 12 to 18 months with a determination of probable cause. So the airplane in question is a 1981 twin-engine Cessna 414, registration November 414 Romeo Sierra. 1 person on board was the pilot. It departed Fullerton about 1:35 p.m. this evening. Preliminary radar data indicates the aircraft then made a left turn, climbing to about 7,800 feet, and after reaching about 10 miles, began a rapid descent into the neighborhood here in Yorba. The debris field is about 4 blocks long. We're in the process of documenting the debris and the wreckage. The main cabin of the airplane, along with one of the engines, came to rest at the bottom of a ravine in the backyard of somebody's house. During the impact sequence, 1 house caught fire, and that's where we have the 4 fatalities that were previously noted. As I say, I'm in the process of gathering perishable evidence today, and we'll be back tomorrow to do the same. We'll be joined with representatives from Cessna, the airframe manufacturer, along with the engine manufacturer Continental Motors, and inspectors from the Federal Aviation Administration. We anticipate most of the wreckage being recovered by tomorrow evening and is leaving the scene tomorrow night. The wreckage is then going to be taken back to a remote storage facility in Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll examine the airplane in a more of a forensic and detailed environment. So with that, I can throw it out to questions. I just want to make sure you're aware that I can't really give you any analysis or any my opinion, so if we could limit questions about what I thought caused the accident and keep it to factual questions.
Just a clarification, sir.
Yeah.
1 L in Elliot?
Yeah, 1 L, 2 T's.
And then
Yeah.
your title?
Aviation accident investigator.
And then you said the debris proximity is how much?
It's about 4 blocks long. The debris field is about 4 blocks long, yeah.
How does that compare to a typical crash of this nature, twin-engine Cessna?
Yeah, there's really nothing there's no typical accident, so I couldn't really give you a comparison. Not aware of one at this point. No, a flight data recorder or a cockpit voice recorder, not in an airplane this small. But we'll be looking for devices that we can use in a similar manner, GPS devices, iPads, anything that could have possibly recorded anything.
Have you guys been able to stabilize the house enough to make entry and get into all the areas?
That's a question for
The fire department?
the fire department.
For the maintenance record of the plane, were you able to see anything in its registration, whether its maintenance was up to date? Or
No, it's a little early. We are, over the next couple of days, we're going to be attempting to gather the maintenance records. That's not something that's documented online. It's something books that we literally have to find, and then we can examine them from there.
I mean, there's a big hole in the asphalt in front of the house
Yeah.
around the corner. It looks like the plane crashed down and skipped across the street. Maybe it's
No, that particular hole is from one of the engines. So
sorry. With
one of the engines caused that hole. Yeah.
Well, what about this one over here? It looks like it also skipped here and then bounced over. Do we know about that?
Oh, over there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the engine hole that I was talking about right there.